What's up, everybody? It's Castle coming in with that goonery. And today we're going to be talking about my first time smoking loud. It was a nice day. It was a graduation party, junior high graduation. So everybody get ready, sit back, get your water, get your snack, get everything you need. Let's get into it. So I must have been like 14, probably 14 at the time. And for the purposes of this video, we'll use the name Nishan, but that was my dog, and he was throwing a party. So it was an absolute banger of a day. I remember that. The sun was out. It was fucking hella warm. We were all chilling. We had a water slide set up. We were playing soccer on the water slide. We were, sending it everything. Just tearing it up, just in shorts. It was a vibe. We had some of the shorties there. We had the whole squad, the whole friend group from junior high, grade 9, grade 8, everybody was there. And like I said, we were just on some fun shit. We were just fucking around, none of us really had a plan. We were just going to see where the day took us. So after about an hour, me and my best friend at the time, we'll call him Philip for the video. We were just hanging out, talking, and our other friend, we'll call him Jim. He said he had some loud, and that perked our ears up. That got our attention because at the time, I was pretty curious. I had smoked once before, but I didn't get faded like that. So that's a whole different story. But so he had his little pack, probably like an eighth, nothing more, nothing crazy, just some mids to be honest. But we couldn't figure out a way to actually tump because we didn't have no papers. We didn't have anything at the time. So we sort of thought we took an L and we just went back to what we were doing and thought nothing of it really. Little did we know, a whole new mission was gonna start soon, a whole little side quest. But so anyway, we got back to it. So Nishan had a nice big backyard, and this guy had like a little, like not a shed or a garage, but it was like a gazebo, but with walls and benches, and you could just hang out in there. So we were all just in there loafing, just chopping it up, just on our grade 9 shit. Just had graduated, all hyped up about it. So things went on, we were just chilling for probably about another hour. And that's when my other friend, we'll call him Daryl, so he pulled up. And we all knew Daryl smoked a lot. This guy smoked fat already. He was smoking every day for sure. And so this guy comes and, so we're glad to see the homie. I'm dabbing him up. We're all saying, what's up? And then he told me, he was like, yo, look what I got. So, we walked around to the back of the shed and he just pulls out a bong out of his bag. And I was like, damn, that shit was, I never really been like held a bong at that time. So I was kind of in awe of that shit. And I was like, yo, well, we got some kush, but we don't have nothing to smoke with. So what are you saying? And I'm not going to lie, Daryl did me a bit dirty, or, he got me way too faded, but not just me though. We'll get into that. But, so anyway, we're all, hyping him up. We're all surrounding him, taking a look at it, getting the shit ready. So Jim grabs his loud and he said I could have the first rip. So I was like, say no more, but I don't know how to pack a bowl or nothing yet. And he was like, I'll do it for you. And that was my mistake there. I should have known he was up to something. But so anyway, I'm, getting ready to take my rip and I light it and I'm watching it get all milky, for the first time. And I was like, damn. So I just, keep ripping it. And then he tells me to pull the bowl. So I pulled it and I got all that shit in my lungs and damn, I thought I was dying. I'm not even gonna lie. I have asthma. It's not bad. I've never had an asthma attack, but I thought I was having one then. I couldn't breathe, that chest punch that you get. So I was like, damn, and I ran back into the little gazebo thing. I'm looking through my bag for my inhaler to use for the first time ever. I ripped that thing like 8 times, and the feeling's not going away. My chest is just so tight. I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on? So he told me to just chill out, let it pass. And like after like 30 seconds, a minute, I was all good again. So far, I wasn't feeling anything at all. Maybe a bit of placebo, maybe some nicotine, but that was all really, So I go back to the circle and I'm watching the other homies take their rips. And that's when it really started to hit me, when I was watching one of the homies who we don't really need to give a name because he doesn't come up too much, but I saw him milking it, and all of a sudden everything just slowed down. It was like slow motion, it was like I was in a movie. It was like the best I'd ever felt. I started feeling all my problems just melt away. I was like in a whole different world because back then, I'm not gonna lie, I'd really been going through it. So it was a huge relief. I was just, I was like, damn, this is the shit. So this is when all the side quests just started piling up. We just, it's a whole new game now. Our one friend, who we also don't got a name, but Bro Green for sure. Like he didn't yak. He wasn't just too faded. He passed out, and we could not wake this guy up. Like he was fine, and we saw him, like he was fine the next morning, but for the rest of the night, he was out. So we went back into the gazebo and we started talking again, and everything was elevated. We thought we were getting all deep and shit. And this is when Breeze 2s were the thing, Breeze 2s were everyone's shit. So we were just passing the breezes around. Now we thought we were getting all deep. We were elevated, So I get past the breeze and I remember standing there and ripping it. And it felt like a whole lifetime for that rip. It was probably like 3-5 seconds, but it felt like a whole last lifetime. So anyway, we're figuring out what to do next. And our one buddy's like, yo, well, there's a convenience store, but it's like, 2 kilometers away. And we were all getting hella hungry, and we didn't want to go into Nishan's house because all his family was in there. His grandma was in there. His grandpa was in there, So we were like, hell no, that's not the move. So we start our mission, and it's a long mission, mind you, because it's like pitch black and we're not even entirely sure where to go. And the only one of us who has data's phone is just dead, so we're a bit lost. So it's me, Daryl, who brought the shit, my other homie Philip, my homie Andre, and my homie Keyshawn. Those are the names we're gonna use. And eventually we find our way there and we get our snacks. I don't even remember what we got at this point, but my memory of this is a little hazy, but we felt like we just got like 10,000 XP, It was a dub. So we all get out of there. We probably all just hit our little licks. And Daryl's like, yo, who wants to smoke again? And at the time, most of us were new to smoking, so we were all still just fried. And we were like, nah, we're good. But bro ripped that thing another 2-3 times. And at the time, I was like, what the hell? How is that possible? Nowadays I understand, but back then I was like, God damn. So we get back to Keyshawn's house, and we're all hungry again. And we just made our whole last trip, so we're like, nah, we have to send it. So we went inside, and we all got cereal. I remember I ate Vector cereal, and I never liked it before, but ever since then, that shit has slapped for me, which is odd, but it's cool, because that shit is just packed in nutrients, It's got that protein, it's got the carbs, it's got everything you need, the fiber. And so anyway, especially now, now I really need that fiber. If you're on Suboxone, you know what I'm talking about. Fucking hell. But anyways, we wake his whole crib up, and his grandma is downstairs just looking at us, just staring us all down, And we all have our heads down, and we're just chowing down. So, we're unbothered, we're unfazed, at the time at least. So we all go to bed. It's like 1:32 in the morning, and we're all tired as shit. Probably all got blessed ass sleeps, and it was a great day. It was the start of a lot of shit for me, but it was a great day with the homies, and I don't think I'll forget that one. So thank you all for tuning into my first video. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, to like, all that shit, share the video, Road to 5 subscribers, 5 subs gang, because that's big clout. So let's get it. So this was my first time smoking story, as well as the story of how I fell in love with Vector cereal. And we out.